I just passed a $25,000 trading account for a funded company by doing nothing but just letting the BLW Autotrader run. If by any chance you're not familiar with what is a funded account is an actual firm that puts money into play and select different traders that prove to be right in order for them to trade with their capital so that you don't have to put your own money. So basically what you do is that you buy an actual funded account challenge, and all you have to do is to comply with whatever they're asking you for, and you can get actual money to trade with. To give you an example, if you actually purchase a $25,000 account, it costs like around $250. Once you actually pay that, they give you 2 challenges to actually go through, and if you pass them, then you're given a $25,000 real money account, so that whatever amount you make of money, you give a share to the people from the firm and you keep the rest. It's actually a pretty easy way to leverage money as long as you're working with trusted companies. So the point of this video is that I actually was able to pass a $25,000 account in 1 month, pretty much without trading at all. All I did was use this robot that we're gonna talk about in this video. Hey everyone, Christian here on YouTube. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're gonna talk about a Forex robot that just made me pass a $25,000 funded account. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing that we need to understand is what is the BLW Autotrader. The BLW Autotrader is an actual Forex robot that I created myself. It's an actual algorithm that I created based on different analysis, criterias, and combination of different indicators. Like basically what it does is to try to look for different combination of criterias and then execute trades. All right, it's based on different strategies, confirming, trending, moving averages and stuff, and pullbacks. Now, the BLW Autotrader is a robot that it's available worldwide, and it's been in the market for like 4 or 5 years now, but recently it did get an upgrade back in October last year to 2023. And it's doing incredibly good. There are a lot of reviews of it online, so go ahead and check them out. But more importantly, if you want to visit it yourself, the link will be in the description of this video, but it's blwautotrader.com, blwautotrader.com, and you'll be able to check it out. Now, I was mentioning before what is a funded account, and I believe it's a super important question that needs to be answered by myself in a slightly more detailed manner. Look, a funded account is an actual, like the name says, it's an account that you buy with a bigger balance than what you invest. For instance, if you actually decide to, I don't know, invest $400, this is in euro by the way for some reason, but let's say that you actually want to invest $200. $200 can buy you a $10,000 account. So basically, you need to complete 2 different challenges before you can get to the actual real money. So if you actually pass the first challenge, which is this one right here, step 1, then you qualify for the step number 2, which is usually the exact same number, sometimes even easier. And then if you actually pass the second version, then you become an FTMO trader, at least an FTMO company, which by the way, I'm gonna have the link to it in the description of this video. Now, once you actually get as a funded trader, you will get an actual percentage of withdrawals of whatever profits you're able to make out of the $10,000 account. So let's say again, you buy the funded account for $200, for $160. Then you pass the first challenge. Fine, you pass the second one without paying anything else. When you actually pass the second phase, you get refunded for those $160, and plus you get access to an actual account of $10,000. If in that new account of $10,000 you decide to make, or you are able to make $2,000 for instance, you can withdraw the $2,000 and the company will actually get a cut. I think it's like 20%, and then you get 80% of those profits. So instead of getting the $2,000, you're gonna get $1,600. Does that make sense? So it's an actual easy way to leverage the amount of money that you have. Because look, in order for you to make $1,600 out of a $160 account, we're talking about a whole year maybe for you to actually do that. But with a funded account, it can take you a couple of months. But that's not the most powerful tool. The most powerful tool obviously is the bigger accounts. Right now, I just passed a $25,000 account basically to test the Autotrader with this specific funded company. But since everything went smoothly, I decided to buy a new one, a $100,000 account. What's the challenge here? Look, if you actually pay the $570 or $60 or something like that, if you pass the whole phases, not only you get the refund back, but you're gonna be able to actually start trading with a $100,000 account. That basically means that instead of making $2,000, you can make $20,000. Out of those $20,000, you can withdraw 80% of it. That's $16,000. That's a lot of money. And if you're able to push it a little bit harder and you go up above $1,000 investment, you can get a $200,000 account. That means that out of the $40,000 that you're gonna withdraw, you can actually withdraw 32 grand. Again, it's a lot of money. I'm not even sure if I did the math right, but that's basically how these funded accounts actually work. Why is the reason why they actually have these phases for you to actually go through is because they cannot give an actual real money account to someone who hasn't proved that is a good trader. Does that make sense? So once you actually prove that you're a good trader, then you're able to actually get a funded account. Now, my profit target this time was actually $2,500, but the next one is $1,250. That's kind of less risk and easier target. We're gonna see how long does it take me to get there? Again, what is this funded account that I'm currently using? Look, I use two actually. The first one that I use is this one right here called FTMO. FTMO is an actual funded account company since 2015. It's one of the oldest, if not the most trusted one that it's in the market right now. And basically, it's one of the most popular out there and that allow you to actually purchase a funded account. They're also known as prop firm accounts or whatever. Now, if you actually go into the terms and conditions out of this specific account, you will be able to get like the objectives, you're gonna get the percentages that you can actually you can share with the prop firm and stuff, and all of the information needed. Now, they offer 4 different trading platforms, which is something that gets me the most excited probably. Right now, I use MetaTrader 4, but you can use MetaTrader 5 or CTrader. CTrader is the easiest trading platform, at least for beginners, that I can share with you. And DXTrade, honestly, I've never used it, but if you are watching this, obviously it's because you're also interested in knowing what's the BLW Autotrader. And the BLW Autotrader will actually work with MT4 and MT5 accounts. And this company actually has it. The second company that I actually trust, and I trust it because I already withdrew money from it, is this one right here called E8 Funding. The only difference between E8 Funding and FTMO is that E8 Funding does not have a CTrader as their trading platform, at least not that I know of. And that's kind of a downside, but other than that, pretty much you're good to go. And if you actually go into the pricing of both of the companies, it's actually a pretty similar rate that they have. Now, one thing that these people have different, E8 Funding, is the one-step evaluation. And this one, it means that in one single phase, you can actually get a funded account. The only problem with this one is that the target is slightly harder than the two-step. I'd rather go with the two-step, but it's really up to you. If you actually go ahead and check the pricing, it's pretty similar. So definitely something that you should consider. I'm gonna have the link to both of these companies below in the description of this video. And at the moment that I'm recording this video, these both companies are actually trusted. So go ahead and check them out. They both have free trials if in case you actually want to test yourself and see if you can pass the challenge and stuff. So go ahead and check them out right now. All right, so now let's go ahead and analyze my funded account. This is the phase 1 that it says passed already. We're gonna go to the metrics and we're gonna analyze how the actual Autotrader did on this funded account. It placed a trade for 19 days overall. The maximum loss that we were able to reach was actually $1,080.20. That's actually close to the actual, what's it called, to the limit that they allow you. If you actually reach that level, they're gonna close your account. And the maximum trading loss overall was $464, which is way far from the $2,500 that they were waiting for. And the target was, like I said, $2,500, and we were able to reach a $2,598.53. We passed it a little bit more. The average profit that the robot had was $114.81 per trade, an average of winning rate, and then the average loss is $83.56, which is less than the actual, what's it called? The actual profit, right? And if we actually go into the trades, 33 trades with 1.37 risk reward ratio, which is really good, especially for an actual robot. Then we actually have the lot size, and the win rate was actually really good, 81.82% accurate, which is actually really good. And then it's got all the trades. This was the losing date, let's say. It was $228, but then take a look at all of the good results that we were able to have. Now, what is going to happen right now with this robot or with this funded account? I actually passed it, so I received an email saying, hey, there's a new phase. You came into phase number 2, and it's this one right here. And this is the one that I started off today. Today we don't have any active trades. I already activated the robot one more time on it, and I'm just gonna let it run and pass it. Not sure if we're gonna take the entire month, less or more, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated as to how the process actually goes. Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button. But more importantly, all of the links that I mentioned during this video are gonna be in the description of this video, so you need to go and check them out. And more importantly, try it on demo, all right? Before going and put it into real money into a funded account, is a very easy way to lose money if you don't know what you're doing. So go ahead and test it on demo. And if you don't want to risk your own money, then buy the BLW Autotrader, and it's gonna pass the account for you. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, but the odds are a lot bigger than if you don't know how to trade and you put in your real money. So hey, leave a comment below in case you have any questions. Stay subscribed for updates in regards to this new funded account, and I'll see you on the next one.